Look around you right now. How much of what you see is wrapped, boxed, or bagged? From your snack wrapper to the box, your new gadget came in. Packaging is everywhere. It keeps things safe, clean, and fresh. But then, almost immediately, we throw it away. Mountains of plastic, cardboard, and foam pile up in landfills, take centuries to break down, or worse, end up in our oceans and forests. What if packaging didn't have to be waste? What if, instead of being a problem, it could be part of the solution? Welcome to Boson Buzz. I'm Monty Molecule, and today, we're unwrapping a revolutionary idea. We're exploring materials that disappear with a purpose. We're meeting the creators of the ultimate eco-friendly wrap, the living package. Our story starts with a simple, everyday scene, a street after a busy food festival. The bins are overflowing with plastic clamshells, stained pizza boxes, and wads of cling film. It's a snapshot of a huge global problem. We create millions of tons of packaging waste every year. Recycling helps, but it's not perfect. A lot of material, especially plastic film or food-soiled containers, can't be recycled and ends up as trash. The old solution was to make packaging from materials that last forever like plastic, so it's strong. But that strength is now the problem. It lasts in the environment forever. Or we use paper, which is better, but making it uses lots of water and trees, and plastic linings are often added to keep things dry. We need packaging that is strong when we need it, and then simply goes away when we're done. Not in 1,000 years, but in weeks. This is where the living package comes in. Its inventors asked a brilliant question. What does nature use for packaging? Think of a banana. Its peel is tough, flexible, waterproof for a while, and perfectly biodegradable. Or a coconut shell. Nature's packages are part of the food itself, returning nutrients to the soil. Scientists are now creating human-made versions of this idea. The most promising material comes from the sea, seaweed. Not the slimy stuff on the beach, but fast-growing varieties like kelp, farmed in the ocean. Here's how it becomes a package. The seaweed is harvested, washed, and ground into a fine paste. This paste is rich in natural polymers. Think of them as nature's plastic molecules. This goo is then poured onto flat trays and dried, just like making a giant, transparent fruit roll-up. The result is a thin, flexible, clear film. This seaweed film is a marvel. It's strong enough to hold dry snacks, seeds, or even be shaped into a sauce pouch. It's naturally waterproof for a short time, perfect for the shelf life of many foods. But here's the magic part. When you're done, you can toss it in your compost bin. Microbes in the soil or water recognize it as food. They break it down into harmless organic matter in a matter of weeks, feeding the soil. Some versions are even edible. You could stir your seaweed-coated tea bag or soup powder right into hot water. But seaweed isn't the only star. Another living package is growing in dark, damp places, mushrooms, or more specifically, the root network of mushrooms called mycelium. Imagine taking agricultural waste, like ground-up corn stalks or wood chips, and mixing it with mycelium spores. This mixture is placed into molds shaped like protective corner pieces for a box or a whole container. Over a few days, in the dark, the mycelium grows. It acts like a natural glue, binding the waste particles together into a solid, foam-like block. It's then dried to stop the growth. What you get is a lightweight, sturdy, protective package that feels like stiff foam, but is made of 100% natural fibers and fungus. This mycelium packaging is incredible for shipping delicate things. It cushions a product just as well as plastic foam peanuts, but when you're done, you can break it up and put it in your garden as mulch. It will naturally decompose and enrich the soil. It's not just biodegradable, it's actually beneficial. Let's see a living package being born. In a clean facility, a machine pours a layer of liquid seaweed onto a large heated roller. As the roller turns, the water evaporates, and a continuous sheet of thin, shiny film peels off, getting wound onto a giant spool, ready to be cut and sealed into bags. In another facility, workers fill custom-shaped molds with the mycelium and husk mixture. The molds travel on a conveyor belt into a warm, humid room, a fungal nursery. Days later, they come out, now transformed into solid, white protective forms. They are popped out of the molds, dried, and are ready to cradle a smartphone or a vase for its journey across the world. The true beauty of these materials is in their life cycle. A conventional plastic water bottle might be used for 10 minutes but persist for 450 years. A living package made from seaweed or mushrooms is designed for a useful life of weeks or months, long enough to protect your food or product, and then a disappearance act that takes mere weeks, leaving no toxic traces. Now, imagine this on a grand scale. A major online retailer decides to switch all its protective packaging to mycelium-based grow-it-yourself forms. The dusty, static-filled plastic foam peanuts that stick to everything are gone, replaced by clean, compostable fungus foam. After you unpack your new book or gadget, the packaging goes into your green bin, turning into soil for your plants. The plastic film around your vegetables is replaced by a seaweed-based wrap. You can throw the whole thing, veggie scraps and wrapper, into the compost together. The impact goes beyond your kitchen. At big sporting events or music festivals, imagine all the food being served in containers you can eat or that will vanish in the on-site compost heaps within a month. No more mountains of trash. Beaches and parks stay clean because even if a seaweed wrapper blows away, it will dissolve in the rain or the ocean without harming wildlife. It's a shift in thinking. We stop seeing packaging as an enemy to fight with recycling bins and landfills. We start seeing it as a temporary, useful servant made from the same stuff as nature, returning to nature without a fuss. It's packaging with a plan, designed from the very beginning to have a graceful exit. So, the next time you tear open a box or crumple up a wrapper, imagine if that very act was the start of its journey back to the earth, not into a centuries-long problem. If you believe in solutions that disappear into a better future, please like and subscribe to Boson Buzz. Until next time, have a safe and curious week.